held a gun to my wife's head. She was terrified. You jump really fast, you might survive the blast.
What if the CIA killed your wife and then told you to stay quiet? Charlie works as a hacker for the CIA. He doesn't carry a gun. He doesn't do field work. He sits behind a screen and breaks into systems that no one else can touch. He is very good at his job. He is terrible at everything else. And when his wife Sarah is killed in a terror attack, an attack his own bosses planned, Charlie does something no one expects. He decides to go after them himself.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
Sarah is leaving for London, a 4-day trip, a function for wealthy people, nothing dangerous. Charlie jokes that he doesn't know how he'll survive 4 days without her. She gets in the cab and leaves.
Bye.
The next morning at the CIA, a hacker named Inquiline breaks through the agency's security. Charlie throws her out immediately. Then she sends him a message. She says his bosses are traitors. She says a terror attack is planned for London tomorrow. Charlie doesn't fully believe her, but he goes to the master server room to check. What he finds there stops him cold. Classified reports confirmed. The 2022 bombings weren't carried out by outside terrorists. They were ordered by CIA chiefs Moore and Caleb. Charlie goes straight to Moore and tells him London needs agents on the ground. Moore waves him off, says the CIA would already know if something were happening. The next morning, the deputy calls Charlie into her office. Sarah is dead. A terrorist grabbed her on camera and shot her without hesitation. Charlie warned them. They knew. They did nothing because they planned it. Charlie goes home. Reporters crowd the front of his house. He pushes past them and sits alone inside. Every corner of the house has her in it. The next day, he goes back to the office. He tells Moore and Caleb that the CIA, the most powerful intelligence agency in the world, somehow missed a major terror attack in a Western capital. Caleb tells him he's in shock and should see a doctor. Charlie understands exactly what that means. He goes home, sits on the grass outside, and falls asleep there. When he wakes up, the decision is made. He goes back to the office, pulls up every camera from the London building, and within minutes identifies 3 killers, 2 men named Horst Schiller and Mishka Blazic, and a woman named Gretchen Frank, all Russian. Moore and Caleb call him in and tell him to stop. They'll handle it. Charlie tells them he found more in 30 minutes than they found in 3 days, and maybe that's exactly what they wanted. He records the whole conversation. Then he walks out and starts planning. Charlie goes back to Moore with a recorder hidden in a stack of papers with their signatures on documents linking them to the 2022 attacks. He confronts them directly, tells them he wants one thing: special field training. After that, the CIA stays out of it. No money, no backup, no protection. Moore and Caleb laugh. They compare him to John Wick. Charlie says he doesn't know anything about John Wick. He just wants the training. They agree, and the moment he leaves the room, they start planning to have him killed during it.
Maybe there's a training accident.
Charlie reports to Major Henderson, Hendo. The training is a disaster. Charlie can't shoot, not even close. Hendo moves him closer to the target. Still nothing. Hendo tells him to forget the gun and use his mind, because that's the only weapon Charlie actually has.
Looks like we finally found something you do well, Ellen.
Jenson.
Sure?
Yeah.
Not Jensen Clark?
All right.
Put your finger on the trigger. Come on, Charlie.
20 days in, Moore and Caleb have searched Charlie's home and office and found nothing. Charlie left no trace. On day 20, Hendo gets the order: kill Charlie. Charlie is already gone. He's been listening to Moore and Caleb the whole time through the microphone hidden in those papers. Charlie lands in London with fake passports and cash. He tracks Gretchen Frank to her apartment. Every day she leaves for 2 hours with her boyfriend. Charlie uses that window to break in and search the place. He finds a gun in a drawer and takes it. Then his phone buzzes. Inqueline again, warning him Gretchen Frank is coming back early. Charlie hides outside. When Gretchen Frank and her boyfriend walk in, he steps out and points the gun at them. Hendo's words come back immediately. When the moment arrives, Charlie can't pull the trigger. He runs. Back at his apartment, he rethinks the approach. He goes back, this time posing as a medical technician. He hacks the building's computers and shuts them all down, pulling the doctor away from Gretchen Frank's room. He gets inside, seals the door, and releases a sedative gas. Tells her she has 15 seconds to give him Horst Schiller and Mishka Blazic's location.
I can't hear you.
Gretchen Frank attacks him the moment he opens the door. They fight out onto the street. A van hits her. She dies before she can say anything useful. Charlie grabs her phone and runs. 1 down, 2 to go, and he still hasn't fired a single bullet. Inqueline tells Charlie to come to Turkey. She'll meet him there. He arrives at the location and finds out Inqueline is a woman. Her real name is Davies. Her husband worked for the CIA. He tried to expose Moore and Caleb. They had him killed. He taught her everything she knows about hacking before he died. When she found out Charlie's wife was killed in the same attack, she decided to help him finish what her husband started. Charlie now has a partner.
And keep an eye out for him. This is who they'll send.
Mishka Blazic is rich. He has a swimming pool built into his penthouse apartment. He swims every night. Charlie gets into the building and reaches the pool level. He's already hacked the vacuum system. He tells Mishka Blazic the glass is about to break. When it does, the weight will pull him straight down through the floor. Mishka Blazic gives up Horst Schiller's location immediately. Charlie presses the button anyway. Mishka Blazic is gone. Charlie runs. Johnson, a Russian intelligence operative, and Hendo both give chase. Johnson corners Charlie. Hendo attacks Johnson from behind. They fight. Johnson shoots Hendo in the stomach. Hendo shoots Johnson in the head. Hendo tells Charlie to go finish it, and if anyone survives, Charlie never saw him. The trainer sent to kill him just saved his life. That night, the Turkish military raids the building where Charlie and Davies are staying. CIA orders. Davies gets Charlie into a car and drives. Gunfire from every direction. A bullet hits Davies in the chest. She dies at the wheel. Charlie takes over, drives through the ambush, and makes it to the airport alone. He boards a plane for Horst Schiller's location. Someone hits him from behind before he even gets there. He wakes up on Horst Schiller's boat, surrounded, unarmed. Exactly where Horst Schiller wants him. Horst Schiller is calm, almost amused. He tells Charlie that he didn't kill Sarah. Moore and Caleb ordered the attack. Sarah got in the way. Horst Schiller just cleared the path. He says if Charlie wants to blame someone, blame the CIA. Then Horst Schiller does something unexpected. He hands Charlie a gun and tells him to shoot. Charlie holds it. He doesn't fire. Horst Schiller smiles. What Horst Schiller doesn't know is that Charlie hacked the boat's navigation system before he was captured. The boat is already moving on a course Charlie set, straight across the borders into Romanian waters. Charlie sits down and drinks water. The Romanian military surrounds the boat. Horst Schiller and his men are arrested on the spot. Charlie identifies himself, gives them everything, and is escorted safely back to America.